If you clicked on this video, I'm sure you already know what Hunter x Hunter is, who Kurapika is, what the chains are and all that, what Nen is, but like I'll go over it for a second, just in case you don't know. Oh yeah, apparently because I look at the camera so much, like directly, I'm a skinwalker, and because I started making anime content out of nowhere, who knows? But yeah, what's up? Welcome back to your local Skinwalkers channel. It's a pleasure. So let's go over Hunter x Hunter briefly, what it is, what it's about. So Hunter x Hunter follows the story of a young boy named Gon Freaks. Gon believes that his father's dead, but then finds out that his father's actually alive and is a legendary hunter. I would explain what hunters are, but like, God, it's kind of complicated. They're just like really overpowered people. And basically, Gon sets out on a journey to become a hunter, just like his father. And along the way, he meets a bunch of trustworthy companions. We got Kurapika. God, it's pretty glary up there, but like, let me see if I can fix it. Okay, I can't fix that. My apologies. But you got Killua right there. You can't really see it, but trust me, he's there. And then you've got Kurapika up there. I don't have a Leorio one, but he makes those three friends. I would really like to go over all of them because, like, I don't know. I find them all pretty interesting. Hunter x Hunter is a really good show. There's so much in Hunter x Hunter. It's hard to just... I can't cover it in one video. So today, we're just going over Kurapika and his chain abilities. Picture chains on my hand when I do that, please, for my own self-indulgence. If I use that term correctly. All right, now, first up, let me tell you who Kurapika is. To put it simply, this man is strictly driven by revenge. Basically, he comes from the clan called the Kurta clan, who, they've got a little fun fact about them. Whenever they experience intense emotion, their eyes turn beautiful scarlet red. You know what? Screw it. Here. You might not be able to tell, but like, just for example, look at the eyeballs on this thing. They're scarlet red. So the Kurta clan is known for their beautiful eyes. It's and I quote, a flesh collector's dream or treasure. Okay, I messed up the quote, but it's one of the two. If the people from the clan get killed when their eyes are all red and beautiful, their eyes stay that way. So they're like a super big black market thing. So then you got the dudes from the Phantom Troop. They came over, slaughtered the whole village when Kurapika was away, and basically sold all their eyeballs on the black market. So Kurapika has set out on a goal of revenge to murder everybody in the Phantom Troop. And the reason I bring this up is because this is kind of important, so you know like why his chains are so OP, like why he's devoted so much to making the chains. All right, now we're almost to his chains. Okay, let's talk about Nen, one of the probably dopest power scaling things in like the entirety of anime. So let me give you like a rundown summary just in case. I'm sure you already have a pretty good idea about what it is, but let me give you just a tad bit more, okay? Every living thing has innate energy, and this energy is called aura. Now, Nen is the ability to control and harness that aura. And there are 6 types of aura. I'm going to read this. So like I'm looking at it so I don't mess up any of the pronunciations because I'm really bad at names. So you've got enhancement, transmutation, conjuration, emission, manipulation, and specialization. Now that we know that every living being comes with innate energy called aura, what does Kurapika have? Well, Kurapika is a conjurer. Basically, he can like conjure things. And in this case, for Kurapika, he uses chains. He conjures chains. Now, this is actually, like, me even saying that he's a conjurer and he conjures his chains is kind of like a surprise in itself, because he made like everybody in the Phantom Troop basically believe that he was a manipulator, that he was manipulating the chains. Like the chains weren't like they were real, but when in fact he conjured them. They all thought he was a manipulator. So that's the first little like bit of like knowledge, I guess you could say, that Kurapika's got. He like made sure to continue to wear him on his hand to act like he was a manipulator instead of a conjurer, which I guess it gives a tiny bit of an advantage in the fight, because you go into a fight expecting to fight a guy that uses one ability when actually he uses the other one. Because like mind games and all that. All right, we finally made it to the holy realm. Kurapika and what his chains are and what they do. Let me start with the thumb. Now, the thumb chain is shaped like a small cross, and it's known as the holy chain. Now, this chain gives him the ability to heal injuries, and normally only an enhancer would be able to use this, but Kurapika trained and assigned it to his thumb chain. So that's for like normal, like, bruises and all that stuff, things that There's a bit of damage. There's not a crazy amount of damage, but that's what he can do. But when his eyes turn scarlet, I may have forgot to mention this. The scarlet eyes basically gives you like a power boost almost. The scarlet eyes also temporarily increase in physical strength and speed, and a change in Nen type, which has only been confirmed through Kurapika, because he's kind of like their only survivor. When Kurapika's eyes turn scarlet, his ability skyrockets, and he's able to heal like broken bones with his thumb chain. It's kind of cracked. It's a little broken. Now that we know just how dope his thumb chain is, let's move on to the old index finger, okay? Now this chain is oh my god, dude, all of his chains are so good. All right. This chain is shaped like a small metal syringe. What does the syringe pull, you may ask? Well, it pulls your Nen ability out. it zaps your Nen. Now, when Kurapika zaps your Nen ability out, it puts you in a state called Zetsu, which is a state where the aura in the body is completely compressed or gone, which is pretty broken in itself, I would say. I mean, let me go back for a second. Just because he steals the Nen and stuff doesn't mean that the opponent goes into a state of Zetsu. He can make them go into a state of Zetsu, but it's not like a guarantee that'll happen. He can, if he continues to like pull and basically pull all their Nen out, then it puts them into a state of Zetsu, but he doesn't have to do it. Okay, so now let me tell you just how OP this index finger really is. The person that he zapped the ability from cannot use their ability until our boy Kurapika gives it back to them. Kind of insane. Not only this, but if he uses Emperor Time, which is a specialization type of Nen ability that he can use through his Scarlet Eyes, he can summon an ability called the Stealth Dolphin. Kind of a cute name for such a horrifying thing. Well, never mind. Dolphins in themselves are pretty freaky. Okay, I may be wrong in saying this, but aren't dolphins like complete douchebags? I swear to God, I heard a thing that said like dolphins are like a bunch of chads. So the stealth dolphin, so the stealth dolphin can analyze the stolen ability and allow him to temporarily use the ability, or he can temporarily give it to someone else. It's kind of broken, but we know that something so good has got to have some downfalls to it. Basically, every second that Kurapika uses Emperor Time in this state, he loses 1 hour of his lifespan. So it's 1 second equating to 1 hour. It's kind of crazy, ain't it? But I mean, it's so good that like, I guess there's got to be a bit of a drawback somewhere. All right, so now we got the thumb and the index finger. Let's move on to the middle finger. Something that I would say is probably one of his most popular chains. I guess there's only 5 of them in total, but I'd say that it's probably his most popular chain. Now, the middle finger is known as Chain Jail. So this chain has the ability to completely move in stealth and wrap up your opponent in chains that completely restrict their movement. The opponent cannot use their Nen ability, and the only way they can break out is through like sheer brute force. We've already seen just how strong those chains are. In the fight with Ugarovan, God, I'm bad at names and I forgot his name. There'll be a picture of him here. He's like one of the strongest, like at least physical wise, out of the entire Phantom Troop, and bro could not really do anything against the chains. He was locked up. But of course, you can't just have a chain that does that and locks people up without, like, you know, giving them a chance, without having a bit of a drawback. Oh, this new drawback is that he can only use it against the Phantom Troop. Those are the only people that he can do the old chain jail into. It's strictly the Phantom Troop. And if he goes ahead and, like, I don't know, wants to save someone and uses it on someone else, and that is all she wrote for Kurapika. He'll die. Now that we got these three chains, the holy chain, the metal syringe chain, oh god, the metal syringe chain, and the chain jail, let's move on to the ring finger. This one's actually, like at first glance, you don't think it's that broken, but like when you really think about it, it's insane. They're all so good. Now on the ring finger, we have what is known as the dowsing chain. There should be a picture of it here. It comes down into like the little ball. Now this chain allows Kurapika to search for both objects and people. It's kind of crazy. Oh, and on top of that, it can tell if someone's lying or not. And finally, last but not least, now that I think about it, probably the most popular chain, screw the chain jail, we have the Judgment Chain. Yeah, I'd say that one might be the most popular. Oh my god, they're all so good and so popular. Now this chain gives Kurapika the ability to impose rules on someone, which is kind of insane. But It's not just him imposing rules on someone like saying, "Hey, bro, you gotta do this, follow this, blah blah blah. You can't do this." You know, my man's Kurapika shoots the chain into their chest and it wraps around their heart with a little cross that like has a little pointy spot at the bottom like a dagger, and it like gets ready to impale your heart. Like the second that you break the vow or you break the rules that Kurapika gives you, you're done for. And just to add a little bit more icing onto the cake of this broken ability, it doesn't matter how far away he is. He can use it from wherever. I just found this out when I was researching it. The dude doesn't have to be near you to be using the judgment chain. It's basically there until he either removes it or you take the other way out. Pretty insane. Now, that completely wraps up the entirety of Kurapika's chains. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you learned a bit more. I'm sorry if this wasn't like super informative, but hey, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it a lot. So if you want to come stop by here for all of your anime needs, I would love to have you. Oh, and before I forget, if you want to see me make any more Hunter x Hunter videos, maybe about the Zoldyck family, maybe about, God, the entire verse, dude, Nen, oh my God, there's so much to talk about in Hunter x Hunter. It's kind of insane. It's such a good show. Definitely recommend it if you haven't checked it out before. And yeah, I hope you had a wonderful... I swear to God, somebody just tried to open my door and like I'm alone. Like I heard my front door just squeak. It was like, like God, if this never gets posted, I got murdered on the night of May 7th. I think we're in May. All right. Well, I hope you have a wonderful, sorry to kill the vibe, day, night, morning, afternoon, sunrise, sunset, whatever time it is for you. I hope you have a wonderful one because you deserve it. I love you all so much, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Oh yeah, all my socials are in the bio, and you can join the Discord too to get notified when I post stuff. So yeah, see you there.